Your love life is a result of your inner programming. So if you want to change your love life, you gotta change your inner programming. Let me give you some example. This will make more sense to you. Let's say you're someone who thinks that I am not good looking, I'm not good enough, women don't like me, I've never had luck with women. Now if you go out and you meet a woman and you start talking to her and she's giving you 1 or 2 word responses, what do? There's a good chance you will think, she's not into me, that's why she's not talking to me. So either you're gonna walk away or you're gonna try really hard to get with her. And both of these decisions that you make comes from you thinking I am not good enough, women don't want me, when there could have been a completely different reason why she's giving you just 1 or 2 word answers. Now imagine you're the opposite person. You're someone who thinks I am good looking, women want me, I can have any woman I want. Now if you go out and you start talking to a woman and she's giving you 1 or 2 word responses, what do? You don't think that I'm not good enough, she's not into me. You think, oh, maybe she's shy. Maybe I'm making her feel nervous. So this time, instead of walking away or trying too hard, you joke a little bit more. You help her relax more. You give her some more time until she can get comfortable around you. Now, if you're the first guy who thinks I am not good enough and some woman is giving you attention, what do? You latch onto her right away. Why? Because in your mind, this is rare that a woman likes you. So if she likes you, it's super important for you to get her now before you lose her as well. You don't even pause to think, is she right for me or not? It doesn't matter. I'm finally having a girl, let me have her. Now, if you're someone, again, who thought, I'm good, I can get any woman I want, you don't just jump onto the first woman who walks your way. Because you know you can have anyone else, you take your time. You make sure she is the right one for me. If I lock in with her, I need to make sure that's the one that I want to be with you. So you see, based on how you feel, you choose how to act. And based on how you act is how you get the results. So it's really important that if you want to change your love life, and you start focusing on external things like lines, routines, and stories, and all those crutches, because you don't need those things. What you need is to see yourself in a different light. And I see this in workshops every time. The guy comes the first night, he's nervous, he thinks he can't talk to women are not gonna like him. And then I put pressure on him, I take him. And I see this in workshop every single weekend. A guy comes and he's thinking like, I am not good enough, no woman's going to talk to me, I'm gonna get crushed. And then I start working on him. He goes, he starts talking to women, and all of a sudden his interactions change. Women start responding to him. So now he goes from, no woman is gonna talk to me, like, oh, how soon can I kiss her? How soon can I take them home? And I start to laugh because I say, you thought no woman was going to talk to you. You're not good enough. You're going to have a really bad night. And now you're talking about like, how can I get her? So what's happened? I don't teach them any routines. I don't teach them any lines. I just make them see themselves in a different light. So when they see themselves in a different light, they feel different energy. They take that energy to talk to women. So they get a different reaction from women, and they feel like, holy shit, this can work for me. So now they go from like, I am not good enough to like, okay, how can I make this work? How can I take this to the next level? This is really what it is. And it's not just about dating in any area of your life. The problem always comes down to how you feel inside. If you feel you're not good enough, if you feel you have challenges ahead, your approach to solving the problem will be completely different than if you thought, I'm good enough, this is a problem I can easily tackle. And if you come from that place where you're like, I am good enough, I can easily tackle this problem, you're going to have a completely different energy that's going to attract people to you. So the solution, again, is not looking for external resources, but asking yourself, what are those patterns that I use over and over that derail me? So if you just think of your last 4 or 5 interactions, you will realize that even before I went in, I thought, I am not good enough. I wrote myself off. Or as soon as I started talking to them, I thought like, I have nothing interesting to tell them. So if I'm not an interesting person, they don't want to be with me. My career is not going anywhere. So if I talk to them and they find out my career is in a bad place, they're going to walk away from me. Whatever it is, once you identify that these were the thoughts that were going through my mind, you know the following actions came from those thoughts, which is what derails your interactions. Even when you're in a relationship, your behavior I guarantee you, was dictated by your inner programming. If you thought, in the past, your relationships have not worked, so you either went into a relationship and stayed cold. You didn't want to get too attached to her because you thought there is a high chance this is going to end up. So I'm not going to open myself up to her, because if I get attached to her, if I reveal my feelings to her, then this ends. I'm going to feel crushed. So you hold back. And when you hold back, the connection doesn't happen. She doesn't see the warmth, the attraction, the connection coming from you. So she starts to lose interest. So at every place, I'm telling you, whatever is happening in your life is not because you're not good enough. It's because there are experiences, there are stories you've told yourself, and you're holding on to them so strong that they're controlling every move you make. And all you gotta do is look at them differently. That's exactly what I do in my workshop. When a guy comes and I see their behavior, I see their patterns, and I see they're doing certain things over and over, I investigate why they're doing that. What is that thought pattern, that belief system that's compelling them to do that? And then I show them the proof that what they think about themselves is not true. And I show them the other side. And when they see that side in them and they believe like, holy shit, this is who I am, they change as a person. And that change is what brings people to them. It's what attracts women to them. So again, if you really want to solve this for the rest of your life, move away from the fakeness, move away from the tactics, move away from the thinking, I am not good enough. Start focusing on what are those thoughts that are limiting me? Why are they there? How can I change them? And just change those thoughts and see how your dating life, your life is completely going to change. So hope this helps. Talk to you soon. I think this one was good enough and we can use this. We can